Hi, good night, and welcome to Two Ladies Scares. This is our new episode talking about manga and anime.
Yeah, it's the first episode. Which is the best?
Yeah, my name is Alex, and my partner.
My name is Angel, and we are two ladies girls talking about the anime versus the manga. If you want to begin, you can tell me about if you have one question or more. Obviously, you can
Well,
tell me.
do you know what a manga is?
Obviously, well, not exactly, or not more than you. You can tell me.
it's an it's basically a Japanese comic. So many draws,
Okay.
many not much text and dialogues. Um, but it's very interesting read them because all those draws, the way of the mangaka draws them ideas. It's very interesting. It's not so common to see, uh, to make you feel comfort or interesting in a story that is not animated compared with the anime, which are most popular than mangas, or at least in America, is that way.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good definition. But well, talking about this, I think that the manga is sometimes is the adaptation from the manga. The anime is the adaptation from the manga,
Yeah,
and but sometimes not. But obviously, basically, the base of this is the manga or video games. For example, School Days, for example, Summer Game, for example, Pokemon. Technically, Pokemon is the example, is the most example.
Pokemon.
But well,
Pokemon actually have a manga. You know that?
actually,
Talking about video games, there's a manga that is based on the story of the video games, and it's called Pokemon Adventures.
well, I don't know if you are agree about that. If you think that about the adaptations,
About
what
the
do you think
adaptation.
about that?
Well, actually, I want to talk first about mangas that has no any anime adaptation, like Oyasumi Pun Pun, like Chainsaw Man hadn't real adaptation until these last days. When you see a manga get success without animation, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe about the animation. Oh, talking about animation, I think that that's the point. That's the point. Normally, the creators ask to do anime with their manga. For example, I don't know. I think that the adaptations is better because obviously it's not always the same. It's not always the same case, but normally, for example, well, I have a question too. Well, it's not exactly a question, but it's a point of view talking about that. Mm, adaptations that was great, adaptations that technically was worse. What do you think
Adaptations.
about that?
I think it's not an easy work to adapt a manga to an anime. It's not easy, but there are many animes that fucked up the story. you know,
Yeah.
like uh, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I agree with you, but well, talking about Tokyo Ghoul, I think that the first two animes, well, the first two seasons was very great. but obviously was really worse. Talking about the third and the fourth season.
There's a fourth
Uh,
season. I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, there's a full season. Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. If you have a little bit of respect from Tokyo Ghoul, please don't don't watch that.
Don't watch those
Yeah,
episodes. Yeah.
no, 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 no. Really, really. Ours, the technically I'm improving the anime, but in this case I agree with you. I give you the reason. It's really bad. It's really bad. The third and the fourth season, but I consider that the first and the two and the second season was really good. Was really
Yeah.
good because yeah, because I think that was technically was it's not exactly well was a sick anime. A sick anime edgy, and technically that
Very edgy.
begins yeah, was yeah because technically that's begin for Tokyo Go.
Yeah.
That's begun for Tokyo Go. You know the typical man that say that man, I want to I want to check my fingers because
And the
it
song,
really sounds
you know, do you remember well when people began to put the intro? I don't know if it was the opening or the ending, but one of
uh
the songs that it
Oshiete.
was like,
Why was the opening and every
and they put it on any video, on any random video, on any video meme. You know, it was very interesting, very, very,
yeah
very, very
yeah
funny.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah, very funny. Yeah, I give you the reason because I recognize that the art style of the manga was really beautiful. Was it's a
it was
masterpiece.
very impressive, right? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because technically the art style is with a pencil. Is with a pencil with paint, obviously. And I don't know. It's very creative. That,
Have you
but
have you ever read Berserk? Because
read or see.
read, read.
Berserk the manga? No, why?
Because the drawing, you know, all those panels and all those, um, yeah, basically the panels, the art on these mangas is, I think, is one of the most, or maybe the most impressive that I ever seen in my life. Because Kentaro Miura draws things very like, it's like, where did they get those ideas, or how he thinks in those kind of monsters, on armors, weapons, characters. He based many characters on their friends, and it's like very impressive. How do you express, or how do you can create a world that doesn't even exist, but it feels very, very natural? I don't know how to describe this kind of creation, but simply is im- impressive. Yeah.
Wow.
Or
Yeah.
we can
Mhm.
talk about many draw styles, because Kentaro Miura is a completely whole different thing compared with the JoJo's creator. I don't remember its name is Hirohiko Araki. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
or Tatsuki Fujimoto.
Ah, Fujimoto.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it's very good.
from Fire Punch
Yeah.
and Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, in fact, talking about that, well, you told me about the worst adaptations, but I will tell you about the best adaptations. Well, I think that the best example that I have to say is obviously One Punch Man. Have you seen?
One
Uh,
Punch Man, yeah.
have
Good.
you seen the manga? Man, it's a shit. It's a completely shit.
The original
And how,
web manga is like,
obviously we are talking the original.
yeah, because there's a web manga, or there's an actual manga that is published on the Shonen Jump. You know, it
Yeah.
was redrawed by another artist. Let me check who is the artist. One. One, is that the name?
One.
One,
One is the artist. Is the artist one.
one. It's called the artist.
And thanks for that for that anime was made that manga. And obviously, and if we talk about the animation, obviously the I don't remember Madhouse
Madhouse made
made
the first season, right?
made the first season,
The first,
and GS stuff was made the second season.
yeah. The last season was made by Mappa. I don't know. I'm not really sure,
Uh,
but the animation was like increasing their quality,
obviously, normally.
and in many cases, because we have many animes that has like a variety on their quality, like Naruto or One Piece.
Pierrot, the studio Pierrot, Pierrot
Yeah,
Studio.
those kind of animes that are very long have many phases where uh, the animation is excellent, then it's like shit, then it's like excellent again, and then it's impressive. Like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has, I think, it's one of the best animations or on the
Yeah,
history.
yeah, and the manga wasn't very good. Comparing to the anime, it's not good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah. I admit that Demon Slayer have an excellent animation.
and an
And
excellent manga though, but some panels are like very simple. Yeah,
no, and what I remember, one of the best examples too, up talking about the best adaptations, was obviously Shingeki no Kyojin. Attack on Titan was, oof,
yeah.
really was very good. If you see the fight that I don't know how it's called that, but the Beast Titan versus Levi. Man, if you
Ah,
see
versus
that,
Captain Levi. Yeah,
yeah,
Levi
I was
Ackerman.
Captain Levi. When you see that the Captain Levi is fighting versus the police, the military police.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
if you remember.
on the third season. Yeah,
Yeah, on third season, man, it was a masterpiece. That animation.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Was very good.
I think Attack on Titan is one of the best anime adaptations, or same case as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This podcast. Okay.
Okay.
Well, in
I-
conclusion, I think there's many good mangas that had a very good story. There's many animes that has very good animation that it's very with a good story, and even there's animes without a manga that precedes the story, or they are just created to, I don't know. Continue.
well, technically, for me, I agree with you that have so many mangas that technically wasn't that wasn't have a good adaptation, that having a good adaptation, but obviously there are so many mangas that have a good adaptation. Even I recognize that a few animes, obviously not all, but a few animes surpassed the manga. But obviously, just if it's a special case. What I think.
Yeah,
This,
you're
what do you
right.
think? Which is the best? Put that in the commentaries if you want. Don't worry. And well, see you see you on the next video. Thanks.
See you on the next episode.